My name is Chandler Griffith, and I'm the marketing coordinator at ARU, the U.S. leader in specialty farm ag product development, underwriting, loss control, and technology. ARU was founded in 2016 to bring insurance solutions to the poultry confinement space. And following their success in poultry, ARU expanded its offerings to include other historically challenging classes of business with the development of Flex. Flex is a property only insurance product with extensive capacity and a strong appetite that serves practically any manner of risk associated in any way with farming and agribusiness. So, this includes things like cotton gins, cold storage, produce distribution, equine, hog confinement, dairy, etc. Today, I have with me Jessica Todd, who has led the Flex division since its inception as underwriting manager. Jessica has consistently doubled the year-over-year revenue for Flex, all while maintaining an astonishing low loss ratio. So all the success has recently led to her promotion to Vice President of Property at ARU. So first and foremost, congratulations on your recent promotion, Jessica. That's very exciting.
Thank you, Chandler. It's great to be here.
So tell me, how did you get started in insurance and what motivated you to pursue a career in the farm ag space specifically?
So I got into insurance, I think like most people in the industry do, just by chance. It's not that I went through my childhood thinking I wanted to be in insurance when I grew up. I got done with school and realized I needed a real person job. Thankfully, a friend of the family owned an agency and needed some sales support, and there you have it. I got licensed and spent some time learning about the insurance industry and learning about policies and procedures and focusing on customer service, and realized that I was really good and had a knack for digging into policy language. And so I took that a step further and got myself into claims and spent about a decade in the claims side of it, working through that and expanding my knowledge base. From there, I got into underwriting. I saw this posting for ARU, and my family has a farming background. My grandpa is 92 years old, and as of last fall, he still got himself up in that combine and went and got the crops out of the field. And that type of mentality that the farmers have, that those type of people in that class of business have, is just something different. It's something special. It's something that's, falling or faltering in the United States nowadays. And so to be able to support that group of people and be part of their solution for insurance was something that appealed to me. And so that's how I got started with ARU and took that next step in my career.
That's interesting. Farming is a tough job full of really niche challenges and complexities. So I'm sure your family is happy to hear that you've inherited their passion for farm ag and that you're providing protection for farmers when they need it the most. Can you elaborate a little bit about your journey since joining this company?
So I've been with ARU for about 4.5 years now. I started in the poultry division as a production underwriter. At that time, the poultry program was the only program that ARU had, and it had been up and running for just about a little over a year. And so I was brought on to try and help grow that and to grow the broker footprint that we had and expand our reach. And so that was successful. We were able to grow that book of business and also launch an additional poultry product called Poultry Express and get that up and running. About that same time, we started to hear some whispers in the market that different classes of ag business were starting to become stressed. Carriers were starting to pull out and increase prices and terms, and just there was a little bit of an unsettling going on. And so we got our first inquiry, a serious inquiry of, hey, could you look at this? And we were like, well, why not? Let's look at it. If there's a need, we can find a solution for it. And that was really the starting conversation of our Flex program. And since then, we have taken off by leaps and bounds, and we're looking at all different kinds of agricultural risks, from hog confinement to cotton gins to feed mills to cold food storage to food production. And it's just been an amazing experience. It's kept me on my toes to learn so much about different areas of the market and different classes of risk.
And now here we are 4 years later, and you've been promoted to Vice President of Property. So, how does it feel to achieve this milestone in your career? And what do you think are some of the contributing factors that led to your success and your promotion?
It's very rewarding to be recognized as a female leader in this industry. To see your hard work and your push for achievement to be recognized has just been very validating. It's been so refreshing to work with a company that supports drive and ambition and recognizes intelligence and creativity. I wouldn't be where I am today without being pushed to think outside the box and see the larger picture. Part of what's helped me to make Flex so successful is just being in tune with the market needs, and figuring out a way to do what needs to be done to win the account and make it profitable. Looking at things on a retroactive basis to see what you can do differently to make it an insurable risk moving forward.
Well, you've certainly accomplished a lot here at ARU and with Flex. 2023 was a historic year of billion-dollar weather events and climate disasters as well. And throughout all of this, you still produced a very profitable book of business. So, what's next for you in your new role?
That is a great question. I can sum that up in pretty much one word, and that is growth. Probably more specifically, profitable growth. There are a few key areas where I see that coming from. One of the main parts of our success has been the ability to focus on bringing on wholesale relationships that share the same passion for finding solutions for these type of accounts that we do. We pride ourselves in being truly a relationship-based shop. It's not smoke and mirrors over here. We want our brokers to be able to reach out when they have questions and know we'll pick up the phone. Part of our growth strategy is to continue to find additional mutually beneficial relationships. I'm always eager to speak with like-minded individuals, insurance professionals, agents, wholesale brokers. Our website is linked to my scheduler, so if you know anyone that has an account coming up that they're struggling to find a place for, or has a book of business that needs a new home, have them set up some time with me and let's chat and see what we can do. Another area of emphasis is to continue to strengthen our book of business by focusing on geographical diversification. As you know, the weather patterns and the cat losses over the last several years have caused numerous carriers to struggle and exit the market. Our goal is to not put all of our eggs in one basket, pardon the poultry pun, but spread out our risk across the United States. Lastly, a key item is keeping an eye on the market, where things are going, what's changing. Most importantly, where are we needed and where can we make an impact?
Well, it sounds like you will certainly be busy. Are there any challenges facing the farm ag industry that you'll be keeping an eye on?
Yeah, as I alluded to a bit before, cat losses from the Midwest derechos to the tornadoes and hurricanes in the Southeast to the wildfires in the West, all are creating havoc in the market, not just for agriculture, but in general, all insurance companies are struggling with it right now, and just needing to stay aware of it and be able to adjust accordingly. As standard market carriers exit the space, we need to stay on top of weather modeling and risk prediction to be able to be a solution for those accounts for the long term.
Well, thank you for that insight. And a lot of the things that you mentioned there are issues that are beyond what a company control, like the weather. So, how do you increase resilience and strengthen a book of business, even when you're dealing with so many external factors that are uncontrollable?
For the most part, the weather risk is out of your control. You can stay on top of the weather modeling, but the best you can really do is keep your portfolio diversified from a geographical perspective. Instead, where we like to focus our time is on the losses that stem from fire or other mechanical failures through our loss control process. There's a lot of carriers out there that tout their advanced loss control, but here we try and take it a step further. Our loss control process is meant to be a value add to our insureds versus a negative. We aren't going into these operations trying to ding our insureds on little things. We want the process to be educational. We want it to be a two-way communication. How can we help you prevent loss? No matter how great your insurance is, the less painful option is to keep your operation up and running and prevent that loss. That is our goal.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today, Jessica. You're an absolute powerhouse on the ARU team, and your promotion was most certainly well-deserved. So I look forward to seeing that all you accomplish in 2024 and the years beyond.
Thank you for setting this up, Chandler. It was a good opportunity to connect, and I'm looking forward to all the exciting things to come.